You're thinking about moving to Silsbee, Texas. Let's take a look at the map together and see exactly what life looks like here before you make that move. So, we're going to talk a little bit about the housing, some of the schools, lifestyle, commute times. So, make sure you stick around for that. And again, my name is Roland Thomas. I help people transition to Southeast Texas all the time. And I love to help you make a smooth transition here. So, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90, I'll be excited to help you. So make sure you click the link in the description below. You'll see all my contact information down there. You'll see my phone number. You can book a 30-minute call with me as well. And so make sure you reach out. So looking forward to jumping into this conversation today. So let's take a look at Silsbee, Texas. I think. Bam. This is Silsbee, Texas right here. Let me get this. All right, Silsbee, Texas. That ain't Silsbee. Right here. This is Silsbee, Texas, right here. Now, um, so Silsbee is again. This is one of those cities. If you move into Beaumont, right, it's right here. It's about 30 minutes. Let's see, it's about 30 minutes to Beaumont. Let's go Silsbee to Beaumont. I want to give you some perspective of of distance here. Because if you don't really want to live inside of the city, but you want to, you want to be on the outskirts, this is a good spot. So you got Silsbee here. So you got Lumberton, which is probably one of the fastest growing areas here. And I didn't share this before. I might share it on another video, but I really think the fastest growing city in Southeast Texas is this one here, Mont Belvieu. Because actually, Mont Belvieu still really falls in Southeast Texas when you over here by here. But that's a video for another day. I'll come back to that. But Silsbee, Texas, right here. So Silsbee, 30 minutes to Beaumont. If you're gonna be working in that Port Arthur, Nederland area, let's take a look at that Port Arthur. It's gonna put you probably right about 40 something minutes. Yep, they go 45, 50 minutes, depending on which way you go. If you go through Evadale and around through Bridge City, that'll take you over to Port Arthur. But you got Port Arthur, Port Neches. If you're going to be working in Orange, right? So you might want that country living, but you don't want to stay in Orange. You can and you maybe you li- maybe considering Silsbee. Here you go. You're going to get you a little bit of shorter drive there. Take you through Evadale, down to 62 by Mauriceville and over here to Orange, Texas. So if you find yourself at some of these plants that are in this area over here, again, you're looking at about a 45-minute drive. If you go through Vider, it puts you about 50 minutes, and you don't want to do that because it's just unnecessary. Like to just kind of come through here and swoop back up I-10 and come this way to get to Orange. Just it's easier to just cut through Evadale all the way through down to 62 and drop you right on up in there into Orange. So, but it also depends traffic. But you can see it also depends on the traffic. I was talking a little faster, but you could see you're gonna add a couple extra miles if you go this way. If you go through Beaumont, right, you go through Lumberton down through Beaumont and into Orange from Silsbee, it's gonna put you right at 50 minutes. So the fastest, most efficient way to right, really get there is taking this route here through Evadale to get to Orange. If you find yourself working in Bridge City, let's take a look at Bridge City. Bridge City, right? That's going to put you again 46 minutes. If you go through Beaumont, right, it's going to put you right about an hour. That yeah, if you go down Beaumont, because sometimes this is going to be your most scenic drive. This drive is actually really pretty. The drive once you get through Lumberton, going to Silsbee is pretty. When you taking those back roads up 96 and across Evadale, pretty, just pretty. The countryside is pretty out here in Southeast Texas, man. I ain't lying. This is the drive that sold me, to be honest with you. Um, whoops, what did I do there? Okay, Mauriceville into Bridge City, and then if you find yourself really working in Port Arthur, kind of deep in this side, kind of over here in the Sabine area, let's uh let's take that. And I know I'm kind of tossing those because typically that's going to put you your furthest. Whoa, Sabine County. That wasn't where I was going. Trying to go to Sabine Pass. My bad. Let's get to Sabine Pass real quick. Sabine Pass. Let's see. That might, yeah, it's a little more accurate there. So that'll put you right about an hour to get to Sabine Pass. And this is assuming, maybe you're doing a plant life, right? If you find yourself, because we have a couple of plants over here in Evadale, we got some um, kind of along the board over here. Um, we got plants coming up along here, Deweyville, right? So if you find yourself, in any of those plants that way, that gives you an idea of what your travel time will look like. Now, if you're looking to go to Houston from Silsbee, let's say you want to you want to go to Houston. Maybe you're trying to fly out. Can you fly out from Beaumont? Yes, you can. I just recommend just go to Houston, man. Houston, you're looking at about a 2.5 hour drive from Silsbee. Why did it do that? It gave an awkward way to get there. Um, you got boom. If you're looking at IH, let's say you're going to get on a plane. IH from Silsbee is going to put you right about an hour 36. Because honestly, if you're going to be on the north side, if you're going to be anywhere on the north side of Houston, I would just recommend cutting through Kuntz, taking 105 all the way to Cleveland and dropping into Houston from the north side. That's really going to be your most simplified way to get there. If you find yourself going to the south side of Houston from Silsbee, then that's going to run you a little bit longer drive as you come through Lumberton and Beaumont, right through into Houston. So try to give you some perspective there. If you're looking at flying, and you're in Silsbee. But I really like Silsbee, man. Silsbee. Again, it has that hometown feel. It's a smaller town. It's going to be a little bit slower, right? Again, just north of Beaumont, um, and you easily access through 96, and you can really get around Silsbee pretty quickly, right? I would like to say it's one of those cities that's a it's a as you if you're kind of looking at the outskirts and trying to see, well, what might be a good area that's outside of Beaumont. We got so many little surrounding cities around, so many suburb cities that are outside of Beaumont. Like I said, Silsbee, Lumberton, Kuntz, uh, Buna, Mauriceville, Deweyville, right? You kind of go south, you got Winnie, Hampshire, Fannett over here, LaBelle, China. Got some new homes being built out here, new homes built out here in Sour Lake, right? So, again, there's options. I just want to hone in on Silsbee because Silsbee was one of those towns. Initially they thought Silsbee was going to be like it was going to be the it. There was a couple of plants coming up on there, man. It was really up and coming, and then it just kind of slowed down, and everything kind of got built up in Lumberton. Really interesting. So let's talk a little bit about home prices in that area. So let me come here. Switch this around. Give you a little bit about some of the home prices in that area, so you can get a feel of how much homes are running in that area. So right now, right, Silsbee, you're gonna have the opportunity to find some land. So if you're looking for land, you want houses that you're gonna find the houses a little bit cheaper here in Silsbee. I mean, there's all kind of options, right? You got 13 acres for 299. Like you got a 3 bed 1600. This new construction home right here. 1600, 3 bed 2 bath. Right, you got some more here. 3 bed 2 bath over here. Um, there's options, right? You got options out here in Silsbee, and this is kind of inner Silsbee. Silsbee, this it kind of runs up all the way up this way. So just want to kind of give you just an idea of what a couple of homes look like in the inner, just in within the city. Again, you got 95 over here, 50 something over there, a little fixer upper. You got a little 60, just probably another fixer upper right there. You got something over here, 220. There's probably be a home that's ready to go, but probably need a little touch ups, right? So you got some of those 299, right? This is land. Um, what is that? It's a 4 bedroom, two and a half bath. So you got different kind of homes. You got options, right? If you go to the outside, you get you some land that you kind of focus. If you kind of go outside the city here, I'm gonna come back to the map just to show you a couple more things. We talk about schools and where can you get something where you get something to eat at, right? Where do you eat, sleep, work, and play? So let's go back here. All right, do this. Boom, switch it around. Bam. Okay. So food options. What kind of food options do you have in Silsbee? McDonald's. That's all you got. I'm joking. We got me Pablo, Nooney's Pavilion, Fresh Start, Mr. Burger. Right. So you got some stuff that's outside of the national brands. Chuck's barbecue and burgers. I have not had that. You got a Walmart that's right here. Got the honky tonk. Oh, they got a honky tonk as a food. Honky tonk is not. I guess it's a bar and grill. I guess that is accurate. It is a bar and grill. The honky tonk be lit on a Thursday, a Friday, something like that. I think Thursdays. I don't know. I've never been to the honky tonk. That's not quite my style, but people go to the honky tonk. You can see a bunch of cars out there at the honky tonk. You got Walmart. Silsbee has a Walmart. So if you're in the Silsbee area, right, you got Walmart over here. This kind of really the big Walmart. Before if you stay anything past Silsbee, ain't quite really anything else out there, right? So Silsbee, you're gonna get your Walmart. You got your CVS's. So if you need a pharmacy, would they have pharmacies? And we talk about like any kind of major hospital, still really there's no real major hospital out there. You got Brookshire Pharmacy, CVS, Walmart Pharmacy. Um, there's no like major there's no major hospital in Silsbee. So all those things, I'm pretty sure I think they have a clinic. I gotta double check that one. I think they have a clinic. They might have a clinic. Let's see if they got a clinic out there. Clinic. Typically, when I go to Silsbee, I'm usually just going to Walmart. Let's see if we got any clinics in the area. Usually, there's usually at least one clinic. So we got a couple of clinics out there. But like I said, nothing really major, right? No big major clinics. Just some of these urgent cares here and there. If you need a major hospital, right? Most people just go. You're gonna go to Beaumont, right? If you need a major hospital, if um if if you need a little bit more attention, they have like an athletic recovery treatment in Lumberton, like a physical therapy. You could get some of that done in Lumberton. But anything bigger than that, you're gonna go to Beaumont, right? To the other, to either Beaumont Baptist or Christus. And then if it's anything, bigger, greater than that, just go to Houston, right? Then that's what everybody does. They just go to Houston. So you got, but the reason a lot of people choose Silsbee, um, again, typically, and again, they typically they got good schools in the area. They have some better schools in the area. There's you get more land. The homes are a little bit cheaper in Silsbee. Um, just to highlight, let's take a look at that real quick. So we did look at some. I'm gonna just highlight a little bit of the market for you so you understand what the market's looking like in Silsbee. And so right now, um, it's in a buyer's market right now. Silsbee is still holding, August with the August trends, still holding buyer's market. So you got some negotiating room to do in Silsbee. Again, you're not going to find a lot of new construction out there. You're going to find a lot of resales. Um, yeah, you find some resales. Um, average months right now, about 7 months of inventory, right? So there's more homes than buyers. Um, the sold to list price 97. It's about 3% off the requested price, and so that's good. That means we still got room to negotiate. So again, if you're looking to get you some land, you're looking to get some space, you can spread out a little bit. Silsbee could be a good spot to take a look at. The median sold home price out there is $222,000. Okay. Um, Average listing price, the median listing price right now is 194,000. I think 20 properties on 20 new properties since year over year, since last year, since I'm sorry, month to month, right? 20 new properties are for sale. Price per square foot is going up a little bit, but yeah. And I think that's probably really because with the rates are coming down just a little bit, and so you got consumer confidence going up some, and so people getting excited to sell their home or looking for a new home. Let's take a look at some. I'm gonna jump back to the map here. Let's take a look at some of the schools. So just to give you an idea of where the schools are, what does that look like in Lumberton? So you're gonna have different types. You're gonna have your main schools, right? You got some preschools there. You got Walker. The high school is over here. Let's see. So Silsbee Elementary. You got Laura Reeves Elementary. Okay. Then you got the middle school here, which is really off this main highway here. And then you have, and so kind of right off that highway, the school district administrative office is like right there, right? So you got the elementary school, Silsbee, the admin, the whole school district's admin is right there. And then the high school, where's the high? I was trying to get to the high school. It's over here. It ain't coming up because you can see the whole stadium. That's the stadium right there. That's Friday Night Lights. I mean, I say Friday Night Lights. I mean, Friday Night Lights goes on right here. You see it right off the 96 as you're coming in, the whole football stadium right there. And it is, it's for real, y'all. Trying to find the high school. It should be right there. Like, I know it's right there. It ain't coming up. Come on. Dang. Anyway, the school's right here. I guess the school don't want to be Googleable. The Silsbee High. Can't spell Silsbee. Golly. It ain't letting me get it, huh? Anyway, the school's right here. So it's kind of right here behind the Ford. So, but it's over here. Tiger Nation is trying to hide in the bushes, y'all. What else? Okay, so we talk about playing. We talk. So what are some things to do? Out here in Silsbee. Like I said, when I first was looking at Southeast Texas, man, we didn't know nothing from nothing. And it was like, man, what do people do? What is life like out here? Right? Like, help us. I don't know. Um, you have the Big Thicket. So we talk about if you like to be outdoors, if you're an outdoorsy person, the Big Thicket actually runs along here. Big Thicket. Big Thicket. Cannot spell thicket. Big Thicket. All right. So the Big Thicket is right here. So you got Silsbee. If you like to be outdoors, Big Thicket's right here. But the Big Thicket like spreads. It goes like all the way. It runs all the way over here. It's huge. But a lot of people, it's a good place to go hunting, fishing. There's a few, a lot of people will go right over here to this river right here, the Nature's River. You can do some fishing over here. Let me see. Let me zoom in real quick. I want you to see it. You will find. Oh, that's when that water was up high. You will find people. I'm not lying. Right over here, camped out. Look, they got a whole cross over there. That ain't good. But um, you can do you some fishing over here. I'm telling you, people fish over here all the time. This is actually a boat ramp as well. So if you want to jump on a boat and ride the nature's river here, you can ride this river. It goes this way, all the way that way. This when it's like when they came through here that time, it was that river was up high. I think is that a boat? Yep, like that's somebody's boat right there. Then caught a boat on the satellite on the Google Maps. That's cool, man. And look, and you can. This is how you actually get there. So you pull people pull off. I'm not lying, y'all. They pull off right off this highway. I haven't done it, just be honest with you. But you can see this is where they go. People camp out here in the evenings, and you'll see little camp, little people camping and they fishing off the side over there and having a good time, man. Like this is country living. This is low. This is local. You ain't gonna find this. You googling, baby. This is local right here. This is some local stuff right here. Okay. Um, there's more outdoor stuff, and people go hunting all the time around there. Um, there's plenty of churches in the area. Listen, the one thing about Southeast Texas, we don't got a shortage of churches now. Listen, if you trying to find him, if you trying to find the Lord, baby, he go find you. He go find you. We got a lot of churches everywhere, and so there's no shortage of every denomination you can think of is out there. So that's one of the cool things about the Bible Belt. Some people don't like it, but this is my channel. I don't care, and I'll talk about it. Um, let's see what else I want to cover for you. Okay, and 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 so with that, right? Like because I like that Silsbee is, like I said, it's not too far, right? It's not too far from from Beaumont. Let me scoot back here. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me show you this. I'm gonna come back. Let me show you this. Okay. All right. So Silsbee right here. Now, when you come out here to Southeast Texas, you're gonna hear this a lot. Going to the lake. Going to the lake. Uh, uh, Sam Rayburn. We're going to the lake. You can hear that a lot when you come out here. I don't know what nobody was talking about. I said what lake, This is Sam Rayburn Lake right here. So just to give you an idea, you're gonna hear this a lot. Silsbee, Texas. Give you an idea of how far this is from the lake to Sam Rayburn. Okay. Bam. I didn't know you could take that way there. Nice. Okay. Up through Fred. Sure enough. All right, come on. That's cool. Anyway, so you could take it up. You could go North Silsbee up through Fred to Sam Rayburn. This is another iconic spot where people go to hang out all the time, and they get on the boat. I mean, they get on the boat, man, and you got Toledo Bend over here. That's the other one as well that people go to. And so again, uh-oh, hold on. And so listen, another good spot that people go to. So a lot of things to do. If you're looking for a good, let me okay. If you're looking for looking if you're looking to find a spot that's a little bit outside of Beaumont, um, in a neighboring city, right? I really want to show you what some of these other cities look like, how they are around Beaumont, and give you some insight and some feedback, so you know this would be a good place for you to call when you're trying to just figure out what's going on around Southeast Texas. Um, Again, it's not a lot, and so that's really why I want to start put a lot of these things together, so I can help you get an insight of what it looks like before coming out here. Um, we have a lot of cute towns around Southeast Texas, and Silsbee is one of those. It's definitely one of the major, smaller, one of the major communities outside of Beaumont, and it's definitely worth taking a look into. So whether you're moving, like I said, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 or more, give me a shout. Even if you look, even if you're looking to buy, even if you're looking to move out here to Southeast Texas, you're like, man, I don't know if I want to buy yet. Maybe I want to rent something. Give me a call. I can help you find something if you want to rent something as well. Listen, I am your real estate professional for Southeast Texas. Give me a shout. Love to help you make that smooth transition out here. So, and then also, make sure you take a look at some of the other community tours that I have for Southeast Texas, and I'll be looking forward to helping you, yeah, make that smooth transition. So we'll see you on the next video. This was Silsbee Texas Map Tour. If there's anything else you want to know about Silsbee, put it in the comments below. I'm always responding. Love to continue the conversation. So we'll see you on the next video. Have a great one.